Guys, welcome to the video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get a normal villager in Minecraft to turn from a normal villager with no occupation to a novice, but it's kind of like a librarian basically. And pretty much, if you don't know what these guys do, is basically they sell enchantment books and many other things as well, but enchantment books are the main important thing, and enchantment books can be used for so many different things: armors, tools, and even just items in general. So obviously it would be pretty cool to have a villager that trades enchantment books. And yeah, it's pretty simple. If you could, before we get started, please subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out a ton. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is find a village, and the reason why my villager it looks like this, is because I am in a snow biome right now. But if you aren't, it should look like this on the screen. And some of them already have professions, but it's okay as long as they look like that. Now, you also don't have to name it anything. I just named it so it would not despawn. But the one villager you cannot use to become a librarian or novice or give an occupation is this one on the screen right here. The one with the green looking robes. No, we do not want that one. We want the one with the plain brown robes. Now, okay, obviously it's a bad example because this dude is obviously not in plain brown robes, but it has to be a normal one. But yeah, so once you have that, your first step is complete. So your second step is usually to trap it in a little hole. You can do this by simply just like digging down 2 blocks and having it there, and it does not have to be as big as this space or as nice. In some scenarios you do need a bed, but really you don't really. So don't worry about that, just trap it in a hole like you see on screen right now, like I'm showing you. So once you have it trapped, like I said, as long as it is just a plain villager, just again does not have to have a name, you're going to need this thing right here, and this is called a lectern. So how do you make a lectern, you say? Well, to make a lectern you need 1 bookshelf and you need 4 slabs of your choice. So it could be any of these. It doesn't have to be oak, doesn't have to be spruce, it can be any choice of slab as long as there are 4 of them. Now, a bookshelf can be made by killing cows to get leather, and then using sugarcane to get paper, and you combine 3 paper and 1 leather and you get a book. Now you need 3 books combined with 6 planks of your choice to make a bookshelf. So that is the first component of the lectern. The second is just simply 4 slabs of your choice, so you can just go and mine a tree and get 4 slabs. So let's just go ahead and make our lectern here. What you're going to do is place the lectern right there, place 3 oak slabs on top, 1 below the bookshelf, like that, in a T pattern, and then you have your lectern. So once you have it, let's just drop down into the little enclosure here. Hello, Mr. Villager. So one note is that if it's nighttime, your villager does need a bed, or else this will not work. I've tried it. If you place the lectern down and the villager does not have a bed and it's nighttime, it's not right now, but if it was, then it would not work. So what you're going to do, now you have to make sure your villager is somewhat close to the lectern, but you're just going to head and right click and place it. It will walk towards it, and then there you go. So now it has turned into a novice slash, I call it a librarian. That seems much more, it makes more sense, but that's beyond the point. I like to think of this segment of the steps as kind of rolling the dice. So it depends what enchantment book you want, or what you want from the villager. So right now we have Luck of the Sea. Now these books can be different prices, so if you really want a super good price, then you can just keep re-rolling until you maybe get it again. But I do not want Luck of the Sea, so let's just go ahead and destroy this. And then and it will now go back to our normal one. If we place it again, it will run back and do the same thing. Now we have Curse of Binding. I don't want that either. So you just keep doing this until you get exactly what you want. Just keep destroying it. Now the only thing is, let's say you want Menting, but you get Sharpness V, and you're like, oh, that's a really good trade. You trade with the villager, then try to re-roll it. That will not work. It does not work. Once you trade with a villager, it is locked in. So once you trade with a villager, you cannot try to re-roll the dice or like change the trade again. And after trading with them for a little bit, just so you know, it does level up, so you get better trades, you can get some name tags, even more enchantment books, which is pretty cool. So since I have not traded with this dude, let's go ahead and get another one. Loyalty 1. Okay, so let's say that I wanted Loyalty 1. I mean, I don't, but let's just say I do. Okay, so you gotta get obviously the actual things to trade with it. So he needs 17 emeralds and 1 book for a Loyalty Loyalty 1 enchantment book. So you're gonna head and place that in there. you can grab the loyalty book or whatever you're gonna get. It doesn't have to be loyalty, obviously. And once you trade with them, if we just go ahead and break this again, as you can see, it will stay as normal. So if I place it again, it's not gonna change the thing. It may show the little green particle effects, but it's not gonna do anything. It's gonna stay loyalty. So once you have a little green speck on this bar, like that means that you've traded with it, you cannot like re-roll the dice. If you want to start over and do the same thing with another villager, you cannot use the same lectern. You have to make a new one or get a new one somehow, and if you place that one down, then it will become a novice. And loyalty too, that's ironic, so, for cheaper. And yeah, so some of them, the traits vary. It really depends on what villagers you get. And again, for the same villager, it doesn't have to be a specific one. You can just keep re-rolling it as long as you don't trade with it. But obviously some of them don't get enchantment books. This is a good example. Some of them just have paper and trade. You can get bookshelves, but you can easily just re-roll it. And yeah, guys, that is literally it. It's as simple as that. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you can, please subscribe. It helps out a ton, and we're on the road to 4K. I hope you all enjoyed. Bye-bye!